This is lesson 9, unlike mixed fractions. So we're going to be looking at a problem that's a subtraction of a mixed fraction. Clearly we have more whole numbers on top than on the bottom, so that's looking pretty good, but we're going to come into a problem really quickly. The first step we're going to need to do, of course, is look at our denominators. I have 3 and 15, so I have to find a common denominator. If you remember from last week, we can do a multiples list: 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Those are the first few multiples of 3. Now I'm going to do the same thing for 15 to see if I can find one that's in common. Oh, look, I don't have to go far at all because 3 times 5 is 15 and 15 times 1 is 15. So already I have my common multiple. So that's pretty easy. I'm going to rewrite my fractions. I'm going to, for the ease of not worrying about it, you're going to see me ignore these numbers for right now, but I'm going to change my denominators. I'm going to convert both fractions so they have a denominator of 15. This one doesn't have to change at all because 15 times 1 is 15, so this still is 7. 7 times 1 is 7. 3 times what gives me a 15? That's 5. So whatever I do to the bottom, I'm going to do to the top. 1 times 5 is 5. So I've renamed my fractions so they both have a 15 as a denominator. But now do you see a problem? I have 4 and 5 fifteenths minus 2 and 7 fifteenths. I only have 5 fifteenths here and I have to take away 7? Oh, I can't do that. So that now I have a problem. So I'm going to continue my problem down here. I'm just going to rewrite it because whenever you are needing to do multiple steps, make sure you give yourself plenty of space. So I'm rewriting these down here so I'm not crowding all my space up here. So I'm going to teach you something brand new. You're going to need to ungroup one of these whole 4s. Remember, these 4 fours, I could divide up into 15s, right? I could say, and if I had the whole thing, I would have 15 fifteenths. So I'm going to just take away one of those pies and rename it. And now I only have 3. I'm going to rename it as 15 fifteenths. It's the same thing as 1, right? If you have 15 out of 15, you have the whole pie. So I took one of my whole 4 pies. Now I only have 3, but I just renamed it as 15 fifteenths. The reason I need to do that is because now when I add it with the original fraction, I have 20 fifteenths as my starting fraction. Actually, remember, I have a 3 here also. And I'm going to subtract 2 and 7 fifteenths. So now my numerator is higher than it is down here. So I can now take 20. From 20, I can take away 7. 20 minus 7 is 13. The denominator is 15 still. I don't subtract my denominators. That tells me how many parts the whole was divided into. And then I subtract my whole numbers. 3 minus 2 is 1. So that is how I solve a mixed fraction subtraction problem when my numerator is less than the numerator on the bottom that I have to subtract from. I have to rename one of my whole numbers into 15 fifteenths, add these 2 pieces now together so that I have a higher numerator than I have at the bottom.